At the end of January, you're going to work with a very young, very green Shawn Michaels in a slightly enhanced match. And Jake, I'll let you take it from here. Go ahead. What do you have to say about it?
Oh God! Oh, that was so horrible. Oh, that match stunk to high heaven. I had him in the ring, and I had had his arm, and I was twisting his arm. So I give him the Iggy, which is squeeze,
Mm-hmm.
for him to reverse it. But instead, he just stayed on his knees and went, "Oh!" He wouldn't get up and reverse it. I tried 2 or 3 times. Finally, I just jerked him up, clotheslined him, and DDT'd him or whatever I did. I couldn't get him to do anything, man.
Jake, it's funny to hear that your experience with Shawn in the ring was not good because, like, this is a guy that is going to go on to be touted and viewed by many as, and I've heard this said many, many times, the greatest in-ring worker, the greatest bell-to-bell worker ever in business. I've heard people call him the Michael Jordan of wrestling.
Oh my
Um,
God.
yeah, I've heard that from a number of people, and Hall of Famers have said that. I mean, at this point in his career, what did you think he was lacking?
Everything. He lacked everything. Oh my God. Yeah, he was pitiful.
Now, I mean, it's you said really, and you seem surprised whenever I said, some people call him the Michael Jordan of wrestling. I mean, where do you put Shawn now in future, as far
Mhm.
as his body of work? Like, do you feel that he was an all-time great?
I think he was close to being there.
Okay.
I don't think he was. I don't put him at the very top. I'll
Okay.
just say that. I don't put him at the very top. With everything considered. You know, he certainly didn't draw great money as a champion, and that's what it's about, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just thought that's what I thought it was about. I just felt like he was. I mean, he works very hard in the ring, and he does a lot of great shit. But as far as believability, hmm, stings a little bit. Just quite wasn't there. The size was a lot of it too. I I just have a hard time putting the championship belt on anybody that weighs 200 pounds.
I gotcha.
I really do. When there's guys that weigh 350 and 275 that are ripped, and the belt is on a guy that weighs 200, ugh, I have a hard time with it.
It's, in wrestling, we're asked to suspend our disbelief a lot, but to your point,
Yeah,
Jake, I mean, when we see a fucking monster like Hulk Hogan out there, I
yeah,
mean, compare him to Shawn Michaels, it's like, wait a minute, wasn't Hulk Hogan the champion just a few years ago, and now this guy's champion?
right. Like I
So
said, believability.
yes.
I think you ask the people to eat a lot of shit sometimes just to get what you want out of it.
I'm with you. And, wrestling, it used to kind of be built on these larger than life personalities, these guys that are like, you see them walking through an airport and you're like, okay, I don't know who that fucking guy is, but he's somebody.
Yeah,
And that's what all of you guys were back in kind of the golden
yeah.
age of
We
wrestling.
were bigger
And
than life.
yes, and now it's like I see people on TV that I'm like, that looks like somebody I'd see at the fucking mall, you
Right,
know?
exactly.
Well, so I mean, did you think that Sean had something at this point, or
Oh, not at this point. No, not at this point. No.
hard to blame you, especially if you had a bad experience. He was a guy who was a student of the game. He loved wrestling. Did he seem
Yeah.
like he was asking for advice
Oh,
behind the
yeah.
scenes?
Oh, yeah, he was. He was hungry. He was definitely hungry.
Were you able to help him out or feed him any info after the match? Like, hey,
I
kid, you
believe
can
I
try
did.
this.
I
Okay.
believe I did. I can't remember, but I believe I did. It sounds like something I would do.
I was gonna say that's definitely your style is to
Yeah,
say like, "Hey, who you out there, you fuck this up, but here's how you can improve it," right?
right.
During this match, I noticed because I watched this one back right before we started too. You're hitting him with some pretty rough shit at times. You at one point he's down and he's kind of crawling away from you, and you put your foot on the back of his head and just fucking shove him with it. Almost like, come on, get your ass moving. It was a really it cracked me up because it was like, okay, Jake is getting frustrated with this fucking guy.
Nah,
Um,
maybe I was, maybe I wasn't, man. I don't remember.
Who know? Also, it's I know that you're all about believability and getting heat, so
Yeah,
maybe that's just how it works.
I roughed him up a little bit.
Dude, you hit him with the short arm clothesline at the end, and even Watts commented on it. He was like, "Well, it fucking decapitated him," and it did. You really laid it in. Shawn, to his credit, did a great job of selling it.
I never
Um,
touched him.
you
I
didn't?
guarantee you, I did not hurt him.
Well, goddamn, dude, it looked fantastic.
That's the bottom line, isn't it?
Yep, you gotta make it look like it hurts.
That's it. I've never hurt anybody with that short arm clothesline.
That's incredible.
Never.
Well, he's selling really well here, which is something he's going to become to known for. Much like Ricky Morton,
Mhm.
what do you think it was that set guys like Shawn and Ricky apart in the selling department?
Their size and their willingness to get down there and get beat up.
Hmm.
Something Shawn would lose later on.